Well, I guess I found out why the controller is pretty much dying. Because it was...
Did you get my text?
Oh, indeed I did. If Microsoft buys Sega, it's game over. If Microsoft buys Sega, it's game over, JP. And speaking of which, welcome back everyone who is watching this video. This is Jaden X1, and I am... I have just been told from my good friend JP, who's on chat
Welcome back, and congrats on 200 subscribers. But it's just a rumor.
Yeah. Still, I wouldn't count them out on that possibility. Hey. Watch Nintendo leaks new Switch gameplay. Ooh. Well, first off, I want to say welcome back to everyone. Welcome back to everyone who is watching this video. This is Jaden X1. This is the Avengers Part 13, and I've just been told from a good friend of mine named JP, who is currently on chat, is ruling out the possibility, and it is just a rumor, that the next thing that Microsoft is going to be buying is Sega. And it'll be game over if they even buy that joint. And I have been sent two links, two separate links. One is for the Nintendo leaks new Switch game, Xbox buying Sega next, with a question mark and exclamation point on YouTube. And the second link from JP is for me to watch Microsoft buying Sega and PS5 Metal Gear Solid Remake. I have heard of that, and I will be absolutely surprised if they fully remake a remastered Metal Gear Solid for the PS5. It would be...
Why would they buy Sega? Sonic Forces was trash.
You're gonna have to ask JP for that. Oh wow, 6 people quickly joined. What's up, guys? I doubt it. He, JP said, and he just told me on the last text, you have 2 different YouTubers both talking about the same thing. Oh, I'll check that out in a little bit. And along with that, I have some news of the day to go on top of this to piggyback on this information. Well, to piggyback up top of the information that JP just sent me. And one of the 3, or should I say one of the 2, is...
Sega have a library of great games.
True. But like I said, I wouldn't count out the possibility of Microsoft buying Sega. Unless he has like something in mind, unless they have something in mind. So we'll see what happens. But the 3 articles to go up top of this information, 2 of them are movie and TV series related and Bethesda related. So we'll start with the Bethesda one that says Bethesda to remain semi-independent after Microsoft acquisition. According to IGN.com on Instagram, they said, speaking to CNET, Spencer made clear that while Bethesda games will adopt some of Xbox's new practices, including launching into Xbox Game Pass and becoming playable through game streaming, the company will retain some of the autonomy that resulted into...
Their old games were good, but their new games are trash. My favorite Saga games was Sonic Unleashed and Sonic Adventures. I thought you were through after Division 2. We are getting a double stream today. Wow. This will mark the return of a good Shinobi game.
I usually double up on my streams anyway, but the reason why it's sometimes just one or all the time just one is because the second I step into my bed is the second I get knocked out. I mean, put a sleeping pill on my drink and I go to sleep type of knocked out. That was the whole shebang of why it sometimes be one stream today. So, I mean, one stream some other days. But in any case, the rest of this article says, including launching into Game Pass and becoming playable through game streaming, the company will retain some of the autonomy that resulted into some of the biggest games of all time. So Bethesda, despite being bought by Microsoft, it's going to remain a semi-independent, especially after Microsoft's acquisition. However, that means, it means the Bethesda games will adopt some of Xbox's new practices, including launching into Xbox Game Pass and becoming playable through game streaming. And the company will retain some of the autonomy that resulted in some of the biggest games of all time. So, currently, as we speak, Bethesda is adapting to its new surroundings after being bought by Xbox. Being bought by Xbox / Microsoft. We'll just see what happens throughout the future ahead in 2021. Alright, the next one up is Black Widow, Eternals, and...
I'm doing a retro video of Pac-Man.
Ooh, that'll be interesting. That will be interesting. Alright, but this next article up is about Black Widow, Eternals, and Shang-Chi delayed. It says here Disney has delayed the release dates for Black Widow.
I'll be fine with Bethesda's being a timed exclusive for Xbox, then go to other consoles later on.
True. Very true. Very true. Disney has delayed the release dates for Black Widow, Shang-Chi, and the 10 Rings, and Eternals, making 2020 the first year since 2009 without an MCU film. Wow. In short, the Black Widow is being pushed back to May 7th of 2021. Shang-Chi, July 9th, 2021. And the 10 Rings, or Eternals for that matter, November 5th, 2021. I say again, the Black Widow is being moved to May 7th, 2021. Shang-Chi and the 10 Rings, July 9th, 2021. And the Eternals, November 5th, 2021. I may have said something different the first time, but I didn't see the names underneath, so. But daggone, 2020 is now without a Marvel movie. Ever since that stupid pandemic. Golly, it's screwing up everybody. So the Black Widow is being held back for another year. The Iron Fist is being moved back for another year. And the Eternals is going to be moved back another year. And this is making 2020 the first year since 2009 without an MCU film. Dang. Dang. The last article of the day right now is John Cena Peacemaker Suicide Squad series. Says here James Gunn's The Suicide Squad.
Savagery.
Yeah, it kind of is right now. 2020 is already becoming a sad year, and now it's even sadder now that the MCU movies are now being completely moved to next year. That sometimes just makes you want to punch the people that caused the pandemic in the face. That's just makes you want to do that.
We have to check with the coronavirus to see if she will allow us privileges for 2021.
Oh, I hope they give us privileges for 2021, because they already delayed the MCU movies for 2020 and moved it to 2021. That is a big fat no-no, because that is pretty much how the pandemic...
So basically punch everyone from China.
You really want me to answer that question? You really want me to answer that question? Because I can plain as day answer that question for you. If I hear the word yes, I will answer that question without any hesitation. But on to the last article.
Emoji smiling face with open mouth and tightly closed eyes. Emoji happy tears.
I'm just saying, I will happily answer that question. Because right now
I have recommend a different person be punched.
Agreed. Agreed. But let's move on to the last article. It appears the Suicide Squad is getting a spinoff in the form of John Cena's character, the Peacemaker. It says here, John Cena Peacemaker Suicide Squad series. James Gunn's The Suicide Squad is getting a Peacemaker spinoff series on HBO Max, starring John Cena as the tutelar, patriotic, hyper-violent killer, the Peacemaker. But now they also didn't say.
Yes, let's move on. Lol.
But yeah, the Suicide Squad is getting a spinoff in the form of John Cena's character, the Peacemaker. And they didn't say anything about the month or the date as to when this TV series is going to come out. If it does, if they do come out with any news of it, you guys will be the first to know. And I will be reporting it to you live. Alright. Let's see. All right. Hold on. I was just answering a text from my sister. All right. Now that the updated news of the day is done, let's get on with the gameplay. I will once again be working on Black Widow to see if I can boost her up any further. So I will be going to the harm room to get some practice on.
If they're Nomku movie this year, they should delay this game. Congratulations on your subscribers reaching to 202. Emoji clapping hands with dark skin tone. 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 Did you mention the issue about this game?
About the Avengers, no, I don't think so. I did mention about some patch notes a couple of streams ago, and I know you know what? I'll have to double check that, but I think that patch is already out. I think the patch is already out already. Yeah, I'll have to double check that. And once again, HMK with the timing. Looks like I'll have to watch HMK at the same time. Wait.